From the tulip mania of the 17th century to the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s, history is littered with the wreckage of financial bubbles. They rise and fall with a predictable rhythm, driven not by logic or fundamentals, but by something far more primal: human psychology. This is the story of that cycle, a timeless pattern of greed and fear that repeats itself again and again. Every bubble begins with a spark, a moment of displacement. This is a paradigm shift, a new technology, or an unprecedented economic policy that captures the imagination. Think of the internet in the 90s or the dawn of railways. While the majority remains unaware, a select few, often called the smart money, recognize the potential early on. They quietly begin to accumulate assets, understanding the fundamental change that is taking place. Their movements are deliberate and calculated, far from the frenzy that will soon follow. This initial phase is subtle, marked by a slow and steady rise in asset values, laying the groundwork for the explosive growth to come. Then comes the boom, the euphoric second stage. The new opportunity is no longer a secret. Media headlines broadcast stories of overnight millionaires, and the fear of missing out, or FOMO, takes hold of the public. Everyone from your taxi driver to your dentist is suddenly an expert, sharing hot tips and watching their portfolios soar. This is the stage of irrational exuberance, where caution is thrown to the wind. Asset prices detach from their intrinsic value, propelled upward by pure speculation and a collective belief that the prices can only go up. The party is in full swing, and it seems like it will never end. The public investor, swept up in the excitement, pours in their life savings, convinced they've found a golden ticket. But as the party reaches its peak, the smart money begins to quietly slip out the back door. This is the third stage, profit-taking. These early investors, who understood the real value from the start, recognize that the market has become dangerously overinflated. They start selling their assets to the enthusiastic newcomers, locking in their massive gains. Meanwhile, a few cautious voices, the analysts and skeptics, begin to point out the warning signs: absurd valuations, unsustainable growth, and a market propped up by little more than hope. Yet, in the Throcon euphoria, their warnings are dismissed as pessimistic or out of touch. The music is still playing, and no one wants to believe it's about to stop. Inevitably, the music does stop. The fourth stage is panic. It only takes a single catalyst: a major player cashing out, a negative news report, or a slight market downturn for the illusion to shatter. The realization dawns that prices can, in fact, go down. Confidence evaporates in an instant, replaced by raw, unadulterated fear. The same people who were excitedly buying just weeks before are now desperately trying to sell at any price. The herd mentality that drove the market up now sends it hurtling downward. It's a mad rush for the exits, and the small investors who arrived late are trampled in the stampede, watching their life savings vanish in a sea of red. The final stage is revulsion. In the aftermath of the crash, the once celebrated asset becomes a symbol of ruin and regret. Its name is spoken with bitterness, and the market is filled with disillusionment. The asset's price hits rock bottom, often falling far below its true fundamental value, as investors want nothing to do with it. The financial landscape is scarred, and the public vows to never be so foolish again. But memory is short, and human nature is constant. As the dust settles, a new innovation quietly emerges. A new seed of opportunity is planted, and somewhere, the smart money begins to take notice. The cycle, as always, is poised to begin anew.